Hi everybody, it's Exoman, and tonight we're going to have some oysters. And tonight I'm going to open this lovely gift that one of my lovely employees bought for me. Not an ad. I haven't been doing ads, as you know. But this is a Trudeau Oyster Knife set. The Ensemble, stainless steel. And it says lame and inox. So it's lame.
What?
Lame and inox. I don't know what that means.
They
I
actually
guess that means
printed that.
stainless steel blade.
Oh, well, it's a different language.
Whatever. So in
It's
this
from.
kit, so we've got the essentials. Look, we got some organic ketchup, tabasco, lemon, and horseradish.
Nice.
My wife, farm girl, has made a lovely cocktail.
Oh, and it is so good.
So look at this. This is what I want to show you. This is really cool. I have my old oyster knives from the 18th century.
Ooh, and what's that thing right there?
This is what I want to show you. So you put this, you glove the oyster. Usually what I do is I'll take something like this to open my oyster. Well, let's see how this does. You slide the oyster in here, and that gives you a grip on the oyster without hurting your finger. Oh, I was supposed to use the new knife.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. And then I can
Wow.
yeah.
That's awesome. So
That's
you won't
pretty
stab
cool.
your hand.
I'll stab my hand.
Nice.
I watched a kid when I was a young man working in a fish house shucking oysters. A kid next to me, he somehow did this, and I watched him shove that muscle popped, and the knife went right through his hand.
I could see myself doing that.
Popped the skin on the other side.
Yeah.
So hey, when you're shucking your oysters, people, release the muscle on both sides. Now it's been many years since I've done this professionally, but make sure to release that muscle right there on both sides. Yeah, I know. You probably think I'm making a mess of this. Look at that beauty. Now, I might not need that, but I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, see, it would help with this. Take that mud off of there. I don't like to stab the mud into my oyster.
And these are washed.
I used to do that way quicker once I was a young man. See, now that's released. You can slide that into your mouth like so. You don't have to fight with it.
How'd you like that mud? Pretty good?
I wouldn't get any mud. So let's try this again. Stick that in there. Let's see. It's like a clam shell over an oyster shell, isn't it?
Ooh, careful.
I don't know if I like it.
It doesn't look like it holds it like a hand would, but it does save your hand.
I think it's really cool for some people, but I've been doing it my way for so long, you know. See, you want to get all that. Release this muscle, and then watch Farm Girl slide it into her mouth.
Nope. Nice.
All right. So let me give it one more shot.
I think you like it.
You think I like it?
Yeah. I think it'll save your hand sometimes.
I have to separate oysters here.
They're supposed to be singles.
Yeah. I paid $28 for a peck of Stump Sound singles here in North Carolina. I'm not even holding the thing right. But, well, that just cracked in half, didn't it? Very, very unprofessional.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. Nobody saw.
Just don't get that.
Except for everybody.
Don't get that oyster shell in there. You know how these trolls are. You got to give the trolls something. So, yeah, I kind of like it.
Good. That's awesome. We like it, Kate. Thank you.
Thank you, darling. And get that mud off of there. Drives me crazy when I go to oyster bars and they don't release the muscle. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
this
annoying.
this was that
You have
adjoining.
to like dig it for yourself.
This was the adjoining oyster that I had to pop off of there.
Mmm, yummy.
Yeah, I paid for every bit of that oyster meat.
Wow, that's a big one.
No. That's a tidy little oyster right there.
That's mine.
Oh, I need a plate.
Okay.
Mmm. Must load him up like that.
I'll get a plate.
I wasn't prepared for this. So there you go.
Nice work, Exoman.
Thanks, Farm Girl. I'm glad that we stopped to get oysters today
Me too.
after your workout. And I wish these singles were actually singles.
You worked out pretty good too, huh?
No.
Yeah. I saw you pushing that prowler,
Oh yeah, I pushed
pulling that sled.
sled or whatever you call it.
Did some sledgehammer swings.
I beat up a big tractor tire with a 15-pound sledge or whatever those are.
Yeah. Nice. I know I was trying to swing the 15-pounder and I was like, whoa. This thing is heavy and unwieldy.
Yeah.
10-pounder or 12-pounder suited me much better.
Yeah. Where's my oyster platter? Right here.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Perfect. I was going to get that for you.
We'll start laying these out for the
Feast.
oyster feast. For us. Oh, we don't have any crushed salt. But who are we trying to impress, right?
Yes, we do.
And look at this. Look, watch this. Just use a
It's a
shell.
good one.
An extra shell. Now here I have 1, 2, 3 oysters.
Wow. Yeah, so these are clusters.
Yeah. Well, they're not that bad. A lot. There are some singles in the bag.
Good thing we paid extra.
When I was a kid on Bourbon Street, I loved watching the old guy in the window.
Yeah.
There was a bar. Yeah.
Royal Sonesta?
No, it was on the other side of Bourbon. And the guy would, there's an old man with big old hands that used to shuck oysters in the window and make people hungry. Or educate the Yankees that didn't know what the hell this stuff was.
Yeah.
What is this, an oyster shucking video?
Yes.
See how I do
It
that?
is,
See how I wipe that?
a different culture.
Do you see the,
It looks
Well-
like a fish opening its mouth.
it has spread around, hasn't it?
Yes, definitely. You can get good oysters pretty much everywhere in the South now.
Yeah, we get them. We've been down to Charleston. We went
Yeah.
downtown in Wilmington recently and got some with our daughter.
Yep.
Those were really nice.
Dock Street Oyster
Yeah.
Bar, delish. They do such a good job.
They did great.
Yep.
That's not a great oyster. That's not a very wet oyster. It got some. It was tricky.
I don't want that one.
You don't want that one? Does that one look disgusting to you?
Yeah, I'll pass.
We'll go ahead and get this one out of the way. Oh, and you can't forget the Nabisco crackers, the saltines. Gotta have those, right?
Premium original.
And this, how easy is this? Come on. Don't be savages, people. Use scissors. Get some of these out. And it occurs to me that I have not yet used the knife that Kate got for me. Where is it? All right. Now we try out the knife. We try out the whole kit.
Ooh, that looks pretty snazzy right there.
Let's get this together right. It fits down in there. Can you see that? It goes down in there. I can't really see the oyster. Okay, well, let me just do it the old-fashioned way for now, since I can't see my oyster in there.
But it did work a
Yeah.
few times.
It sure did. That's a little oyster on top of that oyster.
Okay.
I didn't even see
I was
that.
gonna say, that looks weird.
So now I've got a challenge to find the muscle. That's why I use a longer knife. Okay, well, I guess in the end, this would be kind of a cool deal if you had some big like Apalachicola oysters or something that would stick out of the end. But for small oysters, it might be challenging. But it was a really nice thought, you know. That's what counts. And you know, ultimately, I think what I would prefer is to put my oysters on a towel or on a cutting board. A towel gives you a grip, you know, gives you something that doesn't slide, but it gets messy. And I like a longer knife.
Yeah.
And with these, you have to pay attention not to cut your hands, because when you move forward, man, these oyster shells are sharp. If you slide and hit an oyster shell, you'll cut your hand open. So the guard is a real plus. But that knife,
So if it were just a little bit longer.
yeah,
it'd be
for
perfect.
leverage, you can't really, there's not a way to get down in there. And with these, you stick that in there and slide it under there and cut that muscle.
Yeah.
With this, you have to get in here and then work your way around and get in there and cut the muscle. It's like the versatility of that.
Nice.
But any excuse to eat oysters.
That's right.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.